Hi guys, here's E. So now we know 6 different ways to fold wontons. What about cooking them? The easiest way is probably to dip them in a bit of brown vinegar. But to make them more interesting, I'm going to show you guys 2 classic Chinese wonton dishes. To make our wonton soup, we can start with making an egg topping with a whole egg. Crack the egg into a small bowl and beat it to a smooth egg wash. Pour 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil into a flat frying pan. Turn our stove to medium-low heat, then pour in the egg wash once the pan is warm. Spread it evenly right away. Once the egg wash turns solid, use a spatula to loose the edges carefully and roll the egg sheet to one side of the pan. Slice it into thin strips once it's cold enough to handle. To make our soup base, pour about ½ tablespoon of sesame oil into a small pot. Turn the stove to medium-low heat, add ½ tablespoon of dry shrimps or shrimp skins, and sauté them slightly to release the aroma. Pour about 1 liter of cold water or stock if you have any. Add ½ tablespoon of lard into the soup. Then drop in a handful of dry seaweeds into the hot soup. These seaweeds can grow quite a bit after hydrating. Then season it with about 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, which is optional. Bring the soup to boil, then turn off the heat and set aside. Now let's cook our wontons. Bring a pot of water to boil and drop the frozen wontons straight into it. There is no need to unfreeze them first. Use a spatula to stir them slightly to prevent them from sticking. Once it starts boiling again, pour in a bit of cold water to drop the temperature. Wontons will be floating on the surface once they are ready. To assemble our wonton soup, pour enough amount of seaweed soup into a small bowl, then our cooked wontons. I like to top it with a few egg sheets, minced corianders, and spring onions. For a more intensive taste, season it with a bit of white pepper powder and homemade chili oil. The recipe for the chili oil is on the card above. To make the dipping sauce for our Szechuan Chao Shou, add 3 tablespoons of Szechuan soy. The recipe is on the card above. You can also replace it with 3 tablespoons of light soy sauce and 1 tablespoon of sugar. Then add our chili oil, 1 tablespoon. The recipe is on the card above. 1 whole garlic. You can mince it with a knife. Here I'm just using my herb scissors. Then few minced spring onions and coriander. Stir everything together until combined. I cooked 6 Szechuan Chao Shous here. It's about 1 portion for me, but my husband can have about 8 to 9 of them. Coat our Chao Shou with the dipping sauce before serving. You can make the wontons beforehand and freeze them in the freezer. It takes no time to mix up the dipping sauce or soup base. Did you subscribe yet? If not, click here, click here, click here. Every day watch new videos at 6 p.m. Here are my 2 recommended videos. Thanks for watching. See ya. 谢谢大家。